Hey guys, welcome to Character Convos. I am Kylie Odetta and this is Gisele Gathings. She is our moderator for today's conversation with Beyond Differences.
Thank you all for joining us today. We have Samarria, who's the youth leader of Beyond Differences, and Jemyahh, who is the president of the Youth Council with their club. Welcome so much. Thank you for coming here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Let's get first to Miss Kylie, character. So this is another one of your songs, and you know, character is a big deal and something to think about right now. And it's about who you are when nobody is looking, who you are on the inside when things don't go your way or when things don't turn out the way you necessarily want them to be. We want to know, what was your inspiration for this song, and where did you come up with this one?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites, I must say.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, this song, I finished it, I should say, in Brooklyn, New York with a co-writer named Danny Ross. And we were just kind of talking about how, you know, so much of our culture is focused on social media and appearing as though we have our lives together, or we're kind, or we're cool and all these things, but not very many people are focused on the actual kindness and who we are on the inside. And I can't say, you know, I don't know everybody's heart, but it seems that way anyways. And I even know for myself, sometimes it's easy to get caught in the trap of appearing like, you know, you've got all this cool stuff going on, but who are you when those cameras are off? And so it's kind of, on one hand, a challenge to our culture to say, you know, does your life online match up with who you are in person? Does what you're saying you want to be about line up with your everyday actions and thoughts? Are you kind and compassionate? When somebody spills your coffee cup, like the song says, what is your reaction? What's coming out of your heart in those moments? But on the other hand, it's kind of to encourage the people who maybe don't have a spotlight on them and feel like nobody sees them, but they are daily kind and compassionate and looking out for others, and their light shines even though they might not think other people see it. Like, those are the things that matter at the end of the day. It's your character, it's who you are. And that's not something that can be captured on a camera necessarily. It's what's gonna happen in those little moments when nobody else sees. So it's a challenge and an encouragement.
Well, we know with all the energy going on around differences today, that character is an important factor in there. We're really appreciative of your organization and really happy to have you here today too, Jemyahh, to give us the perspective of youth. We'd like for you to tell us a little bit about your organization, what you do, what you see in the community, and just tell us about your day-to-day.
Beyond Differences is a cross-cultural relations group that brings people, ideas, and principles together to create a more progressive and inclusive community. We focus on public safety, youth development, and race relations. Within our name, I mean, like, it tells you in itself that we look past looks or past beliefs or anything that separates you from someone else. We welcome differences. We have a council who they are the voice of the community, because young people have so much to say, but they don't know who to say it to. They get discouraged, or they feel like they can't say what they want. So that's the perfect opportunity for those kids to be those leaders and be those mentors to the little kids that we may have, or grow up in those communities that don't have those mentors. So we work in a lot of areas, and we try to reach as much as we can.
And it speaks for itself that Samarria is legacy, because she was once where Jemyahh is. So now she's back running, you know, pouring into the very organization that poured into you, which is really, really awesome. So you guys in your organization are what I would call boots on the ground. You're out there, you're in the community, you hear what's going on, you see what's going on. What are you seeing? What's the temperature? What's going on with regards to racial unity?
So I feel like I didn't learn a lot in school about like racism. You learn about the basics, like Martin Luther King, sometimes Malcolm X, like, and then the protests and stuff. But I've learned like a lot from social media. Like, it's more than what they put in like the books and stuff. So lately when I have a pretty diverse like friend group. So like I try and ask them like, how are you feeling about this, blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of people, they feel pressured to like post and stuff. Like you have to say like what you think or you're racist. And it shouldn't be like that. You could at least have like an open conversation, you know, come to a common ground. And then a lot of people feel like they can't speak up, or like they don't have a voice, like powerless, or like when they do say something, they're attacked for it. So our youth council is basically just a place, it's like your safe spot. Like you can voice your opinion. And I feel like I used to like hold in a lot of stuff. So now like I have a place to go and talk about how I'm feeling or my perspective. Like I don't have to be quiet. Everyone's welcome in our group because everyone deserves their opinion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We know that character is important when it comes to race relations and things we're trying to work on. Tell us about what you're working on, anything coming up that we may be able to support you in.
On August 22nd, from 11 to 3, we will be having a Meet in the Middle rally. It's a rally to get people excited about change within Greenville. We always hear about other places or like the president or just worldwide, but we need to also look in ourselves within where we're at. I think it would be the most effective way to talk about character, the most effective way for people to come together and just listen. We don't always have to talk. We don't always have to give our opinion. Just listen to the facts or listen to the people in the community who've been researching this probably their whole lives, and to listen to all people instead of worrying about people over there.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do here.
What are some steps that you think people could take in their personal lives? You know, we can go to events and go to rallies. What is something you've been doing in your own life and you want other people to start doing to, you know, work towards breaking down these differences?
I get into like a lot of different clubs. I talk to a lot of different people. And one thing I really like is kids. So they have, like you were saying, they have like a little kids program. It's like elementary school. So that's where I like first started before I got into the youth council. I would go and volunteer with the kids and help them with their homework. I feel like racism and discrimination is a learned behavior. So if you start young and you don't do that, then I think that's what really helped me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Differences are good. They're beautiful. They're created by God. To anybody watching, I would just say, like, you know, lean in, take a step in, have these conversations. Like, if you feel uncomfortable about these topics, and let yourself sit with that uncomfortableness. It's okay. You know, like, think about what you can do, how you can maybe step up and lean in. You know, growing up in the South, you hear lots of passing comments that are slightly racist. And for so long, people are just like, oh, that's just my uncle, or that's just this or that. And you just kind of like brush it to the side. But I've personally decided I'm no longer going to let that happen. You know, like, I'm going to say something when it becomes not a positive comment towards somebody else just because of a difference. And so that may seem small, but that has lasting impacts. And that's something that everybody can do. You know, if you are feeling concerned with COVID and don't feel comfortable going to a rally, in your daily conversations and education, you can start to make a difference. And it's so important if we would all just take that step in. So seriously, thank you for what you guys are doing in the community and for being here and talking about these important things.
And I think you have 3 questions.
I do have 3 questions that we're going to sneak attack you guys with because you didn't know they were coming. So these are the lightning round questions, and they're just a little fun to get to know you guys better. Question number 1, texting or calling?
I'm a bad texter, so I like calls.
Calls?
You like calls? That's amazing.
The youth proving us wrong every day. All right. Beach or mountains? Oh, they're really thinking about it.
I like that. She said
like
both.
You said both? I'm on the both too. I might at one point have chosen beach, but now I feel like I'm kind of leaning towards mountains, which is new for me, like very new for me. But
depends on the weather.
Right?
Yeah, the mood.
This is an old soul.
She is. And final question, Instagram or Facebook? You've heard it here, Instagram wins. Sorry for all you Facebook people. But yeah, that's all we've got for you guys today. Thank you so much again for coming and for speaking. It's been a blast to have you. Right now, there's actually something really exciting going on. If you listen to any of the songs off of my Character EP, 50% of all streaming sales are going to Beyond Differences. You can also donate directly from my website, KylieOdetta.com, on the store page, and 100% of those will be going towards their efforts in the Greenville community. So please go check them out. Make sure you donate and support this amazing local organization. Thanks, guys.
I'm talking about